Alright, these problems ask for the slope and y-intercept. So that might make you think of the slope-intercept form of the equation of a line, which looks like this. And if you remember that, then we can see really quickly in number 32 that the slope is 1/6 and the vertical intercept is -8. What about for number 33? Well, there's two different ways we could think about number 33. We might want to write it in this form, where y is by itself. So to get y by itself, we could get rid of this plus a -3x. And when we do that, on the left side of the equation, -3x and 3x is 0, so we're left with just y equals. And then on the right side, we have 9 plus 3x, or 3x plus 9. And now it's in the form of the slope-intercept version of an equation of a line. And the slope is the number multiplied by x, which is 3. And the vertical intercept is the constant 9. So 3 and 9. There was another way to do this equation. Let's take a look at that. You learned in algebra last year that this equation is called the standard form equation of a line, and that you can graph it pretty readily and quickly by using a t-table and finding the intercepts, which is when the x value is 0, what will the y value be? And when the y value is 0, what will the x value be? Because when we graph a line, it will have an x-intercept and a y-intercept, that is where it crosses the x-axis and the y. And if we find where it crosses the y-axis, when you didn't move left or right at all, we'll know b. And we'll be able to answer that question a different way. So if x is equal to 0, then -3 times 0 is 0, and we're left with just y equals 9. And if y is equal to 0, then we'll just be left with -3x plus 0 equals 9. And when we divide both sides by -3, we'll have x equals -3. So we can see that we cross that -3, and we cross that 9 on the y-axis. So b, the vertical intercept, is 9. And the slope is, we would rise 9 units, and we move 3 units to the right. And those were the same answers we had before. All right. If you'd like to try one more example, keep watching the video. What is the slope and intercept of this line, and what is the slope and y-intercept of this line? Pause your video if you'd like to try this, and when you're ready, hit play and come back and see the solution. For number 1, there's really a -1 here, but we don't have to write it, and that's the slope. And the vertical intercept was -6. And for number 2, we might first subtract 2x from both sides. So when you subtract 2x from the left, it's gone, leaving us just with -y. And when we have -6 minus 2x, we can write it this way. The order doesn't matter. And now we want to solve for y, so let's divide both sides by -1, or let's multiply both sides by -1. And we obtain positive y is equal to a -1 times a -2x, which is 2x. And a -1 times a -6 is +6. So the slope is 2, and the y-intercept is 6.